The original game had some classic tracks. We all remember tracks like Rise and Going Down the Fast Way. In our game, we decided to re-envision those tracks. So our tracks are more hardcore and metal versions of these numbers. It has something new for newcomers, and it brings back that nostalgia feeling for old school gamers.
Going Down the Fast Way was the first track that I had to make to get into the game. So I just started listening to a lot of really fast-paced 80s metal, not like the hair stuff, like the thrash stuff, because it was a really, really fast song. Literally pretty much locked myself in my room for about a good solid 24 hours trying to get this thing cranked out, because I was like, this is my shot, man. I've got other demos that they're doing right now, and I gotta make this good. And I sent it over to them, and the first response that I got was from Fred, which was, wow, this is fucking great, you know? And I was like, oh, okay, cool, sweet. And then I started talking to Terry, and Terry was like, sounds good. Drums need some work. And that's pretty much how we got with that. But he liked the core aspect of it, and we worked from there. You find not really a compromise, you find the gel between the two, and you make it work. Mistake was it's got to be something that's electronic and something that's, you know, really just sounds dark, but then I want to add some more eeriness on top of a filter that's already dark and has a nice drum beat behind it, kind of thing. And I sent him stuff back and forth, and I mean, it was pretty much one take on it. That's the only song we had, I think, that was one take.
He was able to nail it, one take. I mean, that's really hard to do.
You get worried when it becomes time to show it to the fans, because to them, the original soundtrack's perfect, and you don't want to mess with that. But when we heard Andrew's take on Fastway, we knew he nailed it, you know, we knew that they were going to dig it. But there was just still one thing missing, you know, one thing that could bring this whole process full circle. And I'll never forget when Terry called me and he goes, "Hey Dave, Lee Jackson's on board." And we knew from that second that with Lee's help, Andrew was going to be able to take this thing to a whole nother level.
Oh my God, it's Lee Jackson. It's something that I dreamed about.
Well, you know, him helping you out also and giving you pointers.
Totally.
That's been a big plus for you, being able to tap on his shoulder anytime that you need a little bit of help. That's a big resource to have.
It's not just gunmetal gray whenever you're painting with this style of metal or this style of music. It can be anything that you really want it to be.
Absolutely. Metal can be so many different things if you're creative enough to express it.
In a nutshell, I mean, it's a lot of work, that's for sure. It's a lot of ideas that come sporadically whenever I'm going back and forth with Terry over Skype while I've got one of these sessions open. It's a lot of fun too. At the end of the day, it's absolutely 100% worth it for what we're going to deliver for you, which is going to be an amazing experience with Rise of the Triad. And it's going to be old school gaming at its finest, and I'm going to do my best for everyone to try and get all the music to kick a lot of ass.
Your ass is mine!
Oh my God, that's perfect.